Now, I realised that I've actually got this timeline the wrong way round. It's right for me, but it's wrong for you. So I'm going to move them. So I'm going to move Palm Sunday here. And we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Maundy Thursday. And then, I wonder what happens next. Let's have a look. Can you see? This is the symbol of the cross, because this is what helps us to remember Good Friday, when Jesus died. It's funny calling it Good Friday, isn't it? Because someone dying doesn't sound like it's good news. But Christians believe that Jesus dying means that we can be right with God, and it gives us a new start so that we can be friends with him. So that's why it's called Good Friday. Now, this craft, I was quite excited about the Maundy Thursday junk modelling. This craft for the Good Friday, to help us to remember Good Friday, my grown-up children have been quite excited about. In fact, we're quite fortunate that I still have it. So let me move this. And move this out of the way as well, and then we can see what we're going to make. Now I wonder if you can see these. These are some Easter biscuits, and they've got a special shape on them. Can you see what the shape is? There's one more. Now they are cross biscuits, to help us to remember Good Friday. Now, before you do any sort of cooking, you need to go and wash your hands really, really well. Now, I've got this other biscuit here, which is like a lockdown Easter garden biscuit. It's got, can you see? We've got the tomb, and it's open because there's a big chocolate button. There's a egg that's the stone that's been rolled away. If you look very carefully, there's some flowers made out of mini marshmallows, and there's some green garden icing. Now, we're going to look at how to make the cross biscuits first. So I'm going to move this out of the way over here. And then we'll get all the things that we need. Ready? And here we are. Now, I don't know about in your house, but biscuits are quite a sought after commodity in our house at the moment. So I've got some, can you see those? Cow biscuits. And that's what I'm going to use to make our Easter crosses. Now, if you have some icing, it would be a good idea to make some up. If you haven't got any icing, you can use squeezy jam, just something that will stick the toppings on. I'm going to use some white icing. So I'm going to put some icing on the top of my biscuit. Okay. Oops. There we are. Cover it all up. Ooh. And then you can choose what sort of toppings you'd like to put on. I've got some raisins, I've got some Smarties, I've got some of my favourite things, which are fizzy laces. I think I might use the Smarties. So you just need to put your Smarties across. There we go. Hang on a minute. Might need a bit more on there. Now you could make all your cross the same colour. Can you see? Mine's got different colours on it. You could use a mixture of different things. I don't think it really matters, because I don't think these biscuits are going to be hanging around for very long. Certainly not in our household. So you could use your different toppings to make a cross shape on the top of your biscuit. Right, let's have a go at that one. Let's pop that there. I've only got one malted milk left. We're very fortunate that we can actually make this craft at all. Now, I've got these, which are slightly less popular in our house, which are the digestive biscuits. We've still got quite a few of these left. And I was very excited to find that I still had some green food colouring in the cupboard. So, let me pop this down, otherwise it's going to get messy. I made up, you want to make it so it's quite thick, not so it's going to drip out, because it's going to stick. Oh, there we go. Oh gosh, what a bright green colour that is. My goodness me. You could not make yours quite so green. I think I put a little bit much food colouring in mine. Okay, so you want to cover your biscuit with icing. Like that. Then, these are also not terribly popular. I've got a rich tea biscuit. Now, in previous years, instead of a biscuit, I've used a mini donut, a jammy dodger. What other sorts of biscuits have we used? Large round biscuits like Oreos. We haven't got any of those left in our house, so I'm going for half a rich tea biscuit. And then I've got some giant, I'll hold it up there, some giant buttons, and I'm going to use some of my white icing to stick in the middle. I've snapped one of these in half to make a semicircle. There we go. You only need half. And then I'm going to use the green icing to stick it to my biscuit. So you're putting green icing all along the top of your biscuit. Ready? Can you see that? Okay, that's upside down. And we're going to stick it on. So we've got a lot of icing and it's all stuck on there. So there we go. We've got our green garden, and this is the tomb, and it's empty, and we need the big stone that was rolled away. Now, what colour should we go for? How about purple? I've got a purple Smarties egg, but you might have something else that you could use there. You could use a Smartie, you could use a bigger chocolate button, like a whole one. You could use a big marshmallow. Okay, now we need a path through the garden to get to our tomb. Now, I think I might make a path with my little brown Smarties. You might have some sprinkles, or you might have some raisins, or you might have some other cake decorations. Now, I thought in my garden I need some flowers. I don't have any icing flowers, but I do have some mini marshmallows. I've got some pink ones and some white ones. And I'm going to show you how to make some flowers out of that. So you need to take your mini marshmallow, you need a clean pair of kitchen scissors. Are you ready? Let's see if we can make one. Okay, so you need to take your mini marshmallow and you need to squash it so that it's flat and round. And then with your scissors that are clean, you need to snip it to make petals. I've done 4 snips. It's a little bit tricky to see. You see, they look like petals. Now pop them there. There's one. Let's have a white one as well. Squash that. Snip, 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 snip. If you've got a grown-up, this is a good grown-up job. You don't want to catch your fingers. And then if you had like some silver balls or some little teeny tiny currants, you could put them in the middle of your flowers. and then you'll have an Easter garden to eat and a cross biscuit to help you remember Good Friday.